So I'm sitting in my bathroom at 7:30ish p.m. and I check my emails and I see there's a reply from the Ohio Office of Inspector General, the OIG of Ohio, which they had nothing to do with the two organizations I contacted earlier. They wrote a response saying contact your local law enforcement, and I responded back that local law enforcement are censoring me. But here's the thing. It was marked that I sent them my initial message on December 30th, and I let them know in a second follow-up reply that no, that's not the case. You might want to confirm in your emails as well. I put that in, and that my initial email to them was on November 2nd, not December 30th. I don't know where that came from. I didn't message them today. But there it was in the logs of like I just messaged them today and I didn't. Bullshit. So they're going to take all this time, and then I reach out to two other organizations and they're going to reply the same day. How the fuck does that work? Bullshit. So it's about noon on Wednesday, December 31st. Never mind all that. I did a little research, and it turns out that the person in the one vehicle that has the steer head rims, looks like a bull's head with horns, if he's a normal person, if he's a regular civilian, it can be seen as stalking. That what he's doing, sitting in his car, pulling up, sitting there, not getting out, maybe looking at my house. It doesn't matter if he turned his fucking head or I saw him do it or not. Holding a fucking camera up and this and that, coming several times a fucking week, sitting around my house, stalking my house is stalking. I further went on to research and elaborate for myself that if it's a Cleveland police detective, it's not stalking, it's harassment. What the fuck, really? How can somebody not be guilty of a crime just because of their position? It is what the fuck it is, ain't it? I guess they're the sovereign ones, yeah? Sovereign motherfucking terrorists that are stalking me. I'm not paranoid about it. I'm factual. There's a huge motherfucking difference, and it's on video, bitch. $12:45 p.m. Clang clang goes to my mailbox. Not too loud. No, not at all. Not to where I just heard it. I have another substitute minute. Junk mail from mom from Shriner's Children's, and it was cold as fuck out there. I didn't want to have the door open more than a couple seconds. It'd be cold in here. And I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing that I was alerted to the mail delivery by the double flap lid on the mailbox. We can get it. The double flap lid on the mailbox, which is rusty and hard to move up or down. They shove it down, and it goes clank. And it's difficult to push down. So it goes clank first, and then it clanks when the lid closes. Because it's hung on by two screws and it's all warped and rusty, and when you touch the top it goes clank when you touch it in the first place. I'm surprised they don't cut their hands on it like I did. Oh, did I say it's hard to open? It's difficult to open. Very difficult to open your mailbox because it's rusty. Or is it not rusty, it's because it's warped? Or no, it's not warped, it's rusty. Or no, it's not either one because you have to delete the contacts and call me crazy. Because I'm complaining about your mailbox is rusty and warped. You would fan your farts behind you as you walked away from me to your car like the property management dude did when I told him that he was trespassing by coming without notice and plastering his notice over our no trespassing sign after opening our security door. And trying to open our doorknob. I didn't mention that part. No, I didn't. It's 1:15 p.m., December 31st, and I just received messages from the Ohio OIG, Office of Inspector General, who replied to me earlier. I wrote them back about originally messaging them on the 2nd and the 3rd, and they took, I'll just say it straight out, they took my second message, which is the long description of my issue, and marked it as resolved and labeled it as spam. They labeled my help message as spam and marked it as resolved an hour ago, around noon. There's a link in the message that says if you feel this is an error, click here to start all over again. So I simply hit reply and said my message wasn't spam, and it was unfair for you to do that to me. That was a help message set as a distress signal. Or the other way around is what I said. So in their emails, this OIG, in their emails, the watchdog emails, it says forward the email. If you're having a problem, forward the email to CSC, customer support or whatever, your support there. Yeah. And, to convey the issue. And they marked it as spam. Maybe it was because I clicked forward on the particular message that said my initial help message. My initial message was sent on November 2nd or 3rd, not December 30th. So I went back in there after they marked my ticket as resolved, whatever they're doing. And yeah, I told them about, that was unfair. And then they gave me a blank copy of what I said back to me and didn't say anything, and the comments blank. So I forwarded him the previous reply to the watchdog guy telling me to get local law enforcement, me saying local law enforcement are censoring me. I forwarded them that particular part, even though it's supposed to send the whole message tree above that, your whole conversation. When you forward the last one, it's supposed to send all of it. Yeah, maybe they didn't get that part, so I forward that particular part. Let's see if they reply with a blank message with me saying that to them in a blank comments field again. Of course, I'm screenshotting it. No valid response. Message sent. Here's the thing about that, though. What they have from me are my calls from help from November 2nd and 3rd. When I was telling them about how the Adams board, the mental health board, and the NAMI group, and Ohio this and Ohio that were abusive to me and not letting me file grievance procedures and this and that. Well, we got updates for them if they want to listen, I guess. Waiting on a watchdog. Sure. I tweak my Windows Spotlight desktop background that changes all the time to not have to learn more about this picture icon through the registry editor. .45 p.m. I can feel that on my hand touching the windowsill here, vibrating my hand. Here's what it sounds like from my sofa. And the heater comes on. Okay. It's louder than the heater. I can hear the heater. So that means it's loud, right? Sounds like they just turned it up a tiny bit. Oh, they opened the door. They haven't been closing the doors so hard my windows have been jarring. No, for the past couple days they've been closing the doors normally, like a normal person. This looks like a totally different broad, walking the door off. I don't think I've ever even seen her before. Okay. They must consider that normal and reasonable. .458, they returned in their vehicle with the music off. And people do like to sit in their cars, don't they though? Oh, now they're going to slam the door as hard as you can, try to jar my windows again. That's what it is now again, for no reason, for nothing. I don't know if that's the same chick or not, but I don't care. So it's 6:30 p.m. and about 3 minutes ago, 2.5 to 3 minutes ago, I heard a shut of car door. Kind of jarred my windows a tiny bit, but now there was one that really fucking jarred my windows. Not like the one just now. I got it. So here I'm standing with a fucking camera, and it's gonna be this. I don't know if they can seem to close that back hatch without my windows just bouncing out of fucking jumping around, being jarred, put into jars, and preserved like jelly. Not canned, but jarred windows for sale. Jarred windows for sale. Mm-hmm. There it is. It goes thump here. It goes da 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 over there. Is that their fault? I'm asking. Is that their fault that my windows jar? Is it their fault or is it the window's fault? Is it the driveway's fault? Whose fault is it? Because it sure enough ain't mine and it's bothering me. People don't live that way with their windows being jarred all the time. No. That's ridiculous. That's bullshit. Yeah. Here's New Year's at midnight. It is whatever. They're the only ones out there doing that. Except people lighting off fireworks, I guess. Yeah. That's what you do on New Year's. You run out in the middle of the road, throw snow up in the air on yourself, and jump around in a circle because you're so goddamn happy. That was more like a fucking bomb. I missed something. Anyway, like I expect to see anything like I want to. Couldn't give a fuck. Here's me standing here filming by my door. You know, they're doing whatever, but yeah, public lewdness is what they're doing. Is what they're doing. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. That's public lewdness. That's lewd behavior when you're sucking face and you get your arms wrapped around it. It is. It's not just PDA, public displays of affection. It's lewd behavior. I'm all up in people's business. So the fuck what? That's my right. And I'm right. New year. Change game plans. New narratives. New paradigm shifts. Hell, I might even have a new name. It might already be there waiting for me. Means I can have 3 or 4, because I didn't think it was. It's a long story, but I'll figure it out, that's for sure. I gotta go fuck around some more because we're so goddamn bipolar. Grown ass people doing this shit. Yeah. Maybe when you're on drugs. What the fuck ever, really. No, I'm not against people enjoying themselves. I'm just pointing out that I'm not the fucking weirdo, crazy lunatic, bipolar schizo. You know, it's no angels at midnight just because it's the new year. You know, in a way, I'd say congratulations. You guys celebrate whatever the fuck you want to, because, you know, that's what life's about. You're right, too. Party that you fought for. But at the same time, y'all look crazy as hell. Fuck your New Year's, fuck your Christmas, fuck all your holidays. Fuck your weekends. Just to slow down progress. Because what the fuck is the difference? It's all based on your religious bullshit. Your pagan sun god coming back, or what the fuck ever. You know, this is the solstice. That's the new year. We're celebrating that we survived it, I guess. Yeah, and that's a good reason to blast off a fucking drum. Sure the fuck wasn't a mag. Or was it? It could have been. Sure the fuck wasn't fireworks. It is what it is. That's what you expect to hear in the city, in the urban areas. I guess you might expect to hear the same thing every day in very rural areas. Out in the country, you get your fucking rifle, right? Yeah. But you're not allowed to do that right now. Somebody yelling. Like something bad happened. Maybe they got shot. I don't see nothing nowhere. I don't see nobody. Whatever. But I'm just trying to be secure in my dwelling at this point. Because you never fucking know, right? It's not dangerous unless we make it that way. And we're celebrating that it's safe, I would imagine. Fact is, we don't know why we're really celebrating. We're celebrating because we were told to, because it's the beginning of a new year. Things are going to be different. That's one of the concepts that I read it in. That shit's going to be different. Uh-huh. So, last 4th of July, the front door middle window was broken, and a bullet was smashed flat almost, and laying in the middle of our living room floor, and possibly in the middle of our living room floor. I might as well be standing right on the other side of this motherfucker. Why not? Ain't shit going through it. Not today. 12:37 p.m. Heard loud talking out here. Soft shouting. Okay. They said, fuck that noise. I ain't afraid. I'm getting to the corner store. I'm taking my car out, getting to the fucking liquor store, to the corner store for a beer run. In the last fucking minute when I got 23 minutes left. Thursday, January 1st. I woke up by some motherfucker talking too loud on my porch. I'm hearing the words quite clearly and loudly in my motherfucking ear while I'm laying in the bed. We'll get him out. Whatever the fuck he's talking about, I don't give a shit. I don't want to have to hear a motherfucker talking while I'm fucking sleeping. A motherfucker gets to wake me up. Bullshit! And as I was waking up, sitting up partially, to look out the window, right here, I see the fucking guy lean out a little and look down at me and fucking stare at me in my bed. After he woke me up by being loud on my porch. Now I gotta listen to the creaks and fucking groans from the ceiling all day. The motherfucker upstairs is stalking me. You can fucking call me crazy. You can say you're being disproportional. You're blowing things out of proportion. You're making mountains out of molehills. No, the motherfucker is by definition stalking me. $11:39. I record because I hear yelling and get dog barking too. Yell at the dog for being in the way when it's not. You people are fucking assholes. Really. $1:38 p.m. The boy was yelling and said, Mom, come look at the blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'll just say that. Here he is shoveling all the snow from his side over onto our side after twirling around like it's a weapon a bunch of times. Okay, whatever. No, literally, I saw him quite a few times. Scoop, 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 moving the snow. His broom and a shovel, using the shovel to shovel it over from his side onto our side, from his half onto our half. I mean, I understand, yeah, that's, a good job making a pathway, but, you're not making a pathway through. You're just making it through your porch there, and you're shoveling it all over onto our side. Okay, he doesn't have a shovel in front. He was using the broom with the dustpan attached as a shovel, I guess. Or something like that. He was using just the dustpan. I don't know. Anyway. Whatever. Oh, what the fuck ever. Oh, before the little bit of yelling, which didn't bother me, kids will yell. It shouldn't be right fucking there. It's too fucking close. I'll say that. It doesn't bother me that much, but it bothers me because it's too close. Before that, I heard pop, pop. Like maybe something hit something on the ceiling or if the wall of the house. What the fuck ever. I shouldn't hear pop, pop. I shouldn't hear pop, pop. I shouldn't hear that. I really shouldn't hear a kid yelling, but that's kind of whatever a reasonable person would say. But a reasonable person would live in a house where they have a 10-foot curtilage. Not with noises on the other side of their walls and on the other side of their ceiling and all that. Not on their porch to wake them up. Somebody standing on a motherfucking porch looking at me sleeping, talking into their phone loud enough to fucking wake me up, then look at me in my face and stare at me when I look out at them. That's bullshit. Somebody's little kid being on my porch or in my backyard or right here next to the other side of my wall is ridiculous. And yeah, being on my porch, which is protected under your Constitution for privacy, and looking into my window is invasion of my privacy. That shit is invasion of my privacy too. You got people standing on their porch staring into my window at me from less than 10 feet away, yeah. From 10 feet away, okay? Bullshit. You got people like delivery couriers, for a good example, coming out on the porch saying shit to me about what I'm saying in my motherfucking house. How is that not invasion of privacy? I got this bitch telling me I need God. How fucked up is that when I'm defending myself from the noises you're making and waking me up with in the curtilage of my fucking home right on the other side of my wall? Trespassing with your noise. How the fuck is any of that fair to me? It's not. Supposedly, you don't have rights unless you fucking assert them. Unless you tell a motherfucker, this is how it is. It's written in motherfucking blood. I guess that's really all I'm fucking doing. Overall, that's what I'm doing. All I gotta do to do it is to show up. I can't do that if I shut the fuck up now, can I? And yeah, I did call 911 this morning and not say anything. A little later in the morning. Yeah, 10 something, 11 something like that. When I was woke up, that's part of my crisis. It's an emergency. What do you want? 1:57 p.m. Here's our neighbors parking their car on the street, which factually and with my opinion they should do, and that should not be a fucking driveway because it's not. It's divided in half by a property line, considered shared, unethically and illegally, for them to make all kind of fucking noise in. They can make noise there as long as it doesn't bother me. Like that shit. I don't give a fuck you're saying, what's up, dude, to the neighbor. I don't give a fuck you're bothering me with your noise trespass. You're on my fucking porch, making noise that's coming into my house. You're even looking into my house and shit. Even when other people are trying to be quiet. And not gonna lie, your snow angel impression there, it kind of looks like a big ball sack. I'm not gay or anything. I'm not trying to be anything. No homo, but it totally looks like a fucking ball sack. Like I ran out there and just planted my nuts in the snow. So, it's a new year. Ain't a goddamn thing changed. You think there's a new me? Like I said, ain't a goddamn thing changed, and that's the emergency. That is to say not yet anyway. And no, you don't have the right to make unreasonable, unnecessary, or excessive noise if it interferes with my quiet enjoyment. You don't. 3:07 p.m. Aw, you missed it. It was taka 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 taka. I was gonna jam with it this time. Brr. Yeah, brr. So now it seems to have like a walking path that cuts through my yard and goes out into the field over there. You see it. And I'd like to unveil to you the new car physics in GTA 6. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, ain't she a doozy? Look at that one. Oh yeah, something must have happened there. Look at the detail. Can you appreciate the full resolution graphics provided? The textures are just insane. Look at the real 3D rendering popping out at you with realistic parts that fly off. Yeah. 3:32. No, the even just didn't just start. Okay. Whatever. He's on my grass. Right over my bricks. Yeah, really? Bullshit! So now I gotta listen to this shit unload? Get the fuck out of here. Why does it have to be in the motherfucking driveway? What the fuck, really? It's not even a driveway. You're in my curtilage. It's a fucking walkway. Oh, this ain't disturbing my peace. Oh, no, not at all. This is violating my right to peaceful enjoyment. I have to listen to this shit. Without warning. In the curtilage of my fucking home. You couldn't have dropped that bitch off at the fucking curb, no. I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's a driveway, but... Again, this is in the curtilage of my fucking home. Where I'm trying to sit here and relax and enjoy my programming that I just closed out to see what the fuck really... And look at this shit. There's my fucking window. There's my privacy being violated. Look, there are exhaust fumes going right up, right fucking there when I already said that the shit comes through the walls. But whatever, right? Motherfucker was damn near looking in my window. Even if he didn't have his eyeballs turned this way, how fucked up is that somebody's in my fucking window right there? Like that. As if they were on a fucking ladder. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. Take your sweet ass motherfucking time about it, too. Some other shit, some different shit that's gonna be in my driveway with the door slapping. It's hard to say fucking can't jar my windows and beep and shit. For the shit to go back. What the fuck? Okay. Oh my fucking goodness. What is this shit? We're going on 4 minutes here. What are you taking it away? Yeah. What the fuck ever? What are you moving it 5 feet fucking forward? Give me a break. Why is it because the snow isn't shoveled enough to put it there? What the fuck kind of shit is that? I gotta listen to this shit twice as long as it should have taken. In. Oh, whatever. Yeah, exactly what the fuck ever in the curtilage of my home. Happy motherfucking New Year. Isn't it supposed to be quiet today? Every motherfucking year it's quiet like somebody fucking passed out. Nobody know what to do. Yeah, right in the fucking curtilage of my home. I gotta hear this shit. Damn fucking A-right. Guy's smoking right motherfucking there too, yeah. Whatever about him smoking. Fucking A-right. You hear that slamming shit already? Jarred my motherfucking windows already and they ain't got it all the way off the goddamn truck. Okay, he's unhooking that shit and it's already slammed and jarred my window. Acting like they're hugging. And then acting like they're hugging with their fingers on their shoulders, on each other's shoulders. You hear how loud that fucking shit is already? That shit is too motherfucking loud and it's jarring my windows already. That's jarring my windows. The night of Thursday, January 1st, at 12:40, in the middle of the night, I'm woke up by my brother gagging in the fucking bathroom on the shower, on the sewer gas from the shower. Friday, January 2nd at 8:05 a.m. I'm woke up by some inconsiderate piece of shit who had to go beep beep that way and beep beep that way immediately before and after my fucking house while I'm trying to sleep. And then the motherfucker just kept on going kind of slow down the road. So I let 911 know when I wake up each day, if I don't wake up on my own. 8:16 a.m. I'm Googling, I'm doing a search. I'm asking AI Google search a question. The question was, is it a violation of my right to quiet enjoyment to have a flatbed truck unloading a vehicle directly adjacent on the outside of my wall, more or less in the curtilage of my home? And I couldn't get a result because our fucking internet is off. I shouldn't have to pay for that shit. Our fucking internet being off for no goddamn fucking reason. It keeps cycling through trying to come on, but doesn't. The online feed keeps turning white again. Yeah, what the fuck ever. What do I pay for? I pay to go without. Just like I pay to sit here and gag on fucking sewer gas. Just like I'm a fucking trafficked human that they won't do shit about. Meanwhile, I don't use the phone. I don't go out and see people in person because of my social anxiety. I only use the internet to communicate. And right now I'm communicating with Watchdog at the Ohio Inspector General. And as a matter of fact, not them anymore, but their customer service, or their whatever, service department. Yeah. And I communicate by email. I turned my motherfucking power strip off, the surge protector, and waited not even 30 seconds. How about that? And turned it back on. Now the fucking internet's on. Yeah? No, it's not. Just power. You gotta wait another fucking 10 minutes to see if that worked. And no, there's probably a local outage because it was snowing, right? So technically, this is another form of obstruction of justice, whether it be intentional or not, because I can't get a hold of the fucking officer of Inspector General through email while the police are terrorizing me. Oh, they're telling me to get a hold of some fucking bridge line, get myself some mental health fucking treatment. So here I am explaining to them how fucked up and wrong they are. No, not necessarily. Not yet. I'm explaining to them what I really fucking need. And it sure enough fuck ain't that. Pretty soon it'll be me telling them motherfuckers off for abusing me, I'm sure. "9:38 a.m. A door closes hard and my windows jar. That's not fair to me that my windows are jarring. That's disturbing my peace. That's violating my right to peaceful enjoyment. This is my window. This is a motherfucker right on the other side of my motherfucking window. Bullshit. The noise trespass is a form of stalking. A motherfucker being outside my window right motherfucking there, even if he doesn't look at me, is an invasion of my privacy. That's a curtilage of my home. So now I'm being denied both right to quiet enjoyment as well as my entertainment/education that I pay for. Both of them. And why do I consider the internet a form of my education? Why am I still being educated? Why am I self-educated? Because the schools didn't teach me shit but lies. You might have taught me math, a little bit of math, but I already knew what the fuck they were teaching me before they taught me. In most classes, I'd sit there and not do shit of their fucking work and stare at them, and then on Friday pass the test. Fuck you all. History was a lie. I was denied the promised formal education provided by my state. A motherfucker would say, so what? Because they already know. So I should be a fucking dummy. I shouldn't know shit. I shouldn't know that I have rights even. Yeah, motherfuckers. Let's go back to the late 90s where you would get arrested for marijuana and you don't today. What about you didn't know it was illegal? It was just part of your culture, part of what your family did. Your cousins and all got together with you and did it, just like your uncles and aunts got together and did it, and there really wasn't nothing wrong with it. It might have been widely known that it was illegal, but I was a kid. How the fuck was I supposed to know? I told the officer I didn't know that was illegal, and he says that's no excuse, and I was right, because it's a valid fucking defense not to know it was wrong. I don't know what I'm getting at. What am I getting at? You should be allowed to do something, but because of someone else's opinion, you're not. But then go ahead and extend to fucking crack and heroin and meth. Go ahead and do that. You motherfuckers put it on the street for us. Suck a dick. Come on, really. So if I'm in possession of some illegal, illicit substance, especially as a minor, whose fucking fault was it that I had access to it? You can blame your city. And now addiction is being seen as a mental health issue, a form of mental illness. Therefore, you can't persecute a motherfucker for it anymore. You have to give them the help they need. So, yeah, it's been bullshit all along to take advantage of us. And no, you don't see the inceptive criminal bullshit your government fucking does all around you to try to get you to hook on it. You don't see it, but I do. Trying to move away from drugs? Yeah, I'd like to, motherfucker. You got them slinging the shit by the pound over there, and we ain't talking weed. Fuck off, really. And how about your DARE class? You know, your oppressive fucking terrorists coming into our school to manipulate our kids psychologically. They're not there to tell you not to fucking do drugs. They're there to tell you about them. And hopefully you'll turn your parents in. That's the narrative. So they say don't do drugs when you're coerced to fucking do them. Say no. But then they'll scoop you up and hold you hostage to take a pill you're not even prescribed, one that's making everyone faint around you, sure. You have no fucking choice because they will hold you there indefinitely, so they say. When they can only hold you 90 days, I should have stayed the 90 fucking days. What would they have had me committed for life? So now I'm a trafficked human being victimized by the acts of terror from my local government. Okay. I had my breakthrough and they threw me in the garbage. Okay. What's that mean? I can go do whatever the fuck I want out there. Legal or illegal, civil or criminal, whatever the fuck I feel like, and I can't fucking be prosecuted. I should smash their windows right now. Maybe I should call the police and tell them I want these two vehicles towed out of my curtilage. Maybe I should call the tow truck dealer directly. And have them coming out. Oh, no, these are mine. This is my driveway. And then call the cops when the tow truck refuses to tow them out of my curtilage when they're disturbing my peace. That's probably what I should do. But instead, I'm just going to keep calling 911 and not saying shit because I'm a trafficked human and it's an emergency. I'm breathing sewer gas and nobody gives a fuck. So now that the internet is off for hours today, I'm isolated from my people. I probably blame my government for that too. So besides the fact that I can't be convicted because of my circumstances, there also remains the jury of my peers who I have already proven time and time again in different ways, this way and that they would find me falsely guilty. I proved it in 2000. I proved it with my peers by talking to them throughout the years. They say I'm crazy. They say I'm the asshole. That I'm ruining people's lives by trying to fucking get help for myself. Right? Fuck you all. Come and suck my dick. U5-30073. U5-30073. KID, 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 3463. Kid 3463, KID 3463. Nissan Rogue Sport. Ford Escape over there. Violating my rights. The quiet enjoyment. And stalking me. By definition. And how about the garbage man didn't run because of the holiday? It's not going to run until tomorrow. And I can't take my fucking garbage cans out. I can barely get through there. If I was in a wheelchair, I probably wouldn't fucking fit. And look how hazardous our stairs are now. Look, our driveway isn't plowed. Neither is the sidewalk. I thought the property owner was supposed to take care of the sidewalk. And the stairs, so they're safe. And the driveway, so you can get out of your fucking driveway. Uh-huh. And how the fuck is that a shared driveway when one, a property line divides it in half, and two, I wouldn't be able to fucking park there if I had a car? Make it make sense. While they're all up my ass. Jarring not only the windows, but also me out of my fucking sleep. Make me jump off the fucking sofa, not only because of the slamming of the doors or the beeping, because there's someone in my fucking window! Give me a break. So it's high noon, and, well, our internet's still off, and I can very well have the notion that that might be the case. It just might be because I'm talking to the Office of Inspector General about the police and your police state censoring me as a traffic fucking human. Maybe that has something to do with it. Could it be? Maybe the probate court is coming here today and they want to tamper with my shit. If they show up, that's evidence of tampering, isn't it? Yeah, they're not going to show up. That'll be a surprise. Well, when the 911 dispatcher promised to send the FBI to, quote, right here, I said, surprise me. There's your fucking sewer vent stack covered in snow. You see it. You saw where it was. That's where it is. And my complaint was that I was gagging on sewer gas. And they promised to send the health department, and they didn't send them either. So if they come and get me, if they happen to be coming to take me away, if they're out to get me, literally. After I have my blood drawn, probably by the same doctor who told me they'd hold me indefinitely if I refused until they get it. Yeah, he didn't mean that though. I'll tell the nurse through the double doors after waving at the 7 cops. Yeah, I'm being censored by the fucking police. Just like last time you asked me, do I feel anyone's out to get me? Yeah, about that. Right. So my paranoia can actually lie in the fact that I'm trying to get help for being censored, and they may have very well shut off my internet so I can't ask for help anymore. Spectrum. Internet. Spectrum. The same fucking name. The same fucking label. The same fucking word. Spectrum. What spectrum are you on? Where are you in the spectrum? Spectrum was the name of the fucking counseling services I went to in Buffalo, motherfuckers. Tie it in with it being located right next to the motherfucking inpatient, their main office. Yeah, their main fucking headquarters. Police state detected. 12:44 p.m. I'm substituting again. Mailman ran, 3331-131. And they closed the flap of the mailbox again. Whatever. I wanted it open. We'll just say the words I wanted it open. Anyway, it was for the girlfriend that moved out. So instead of writing return to sender or throwing it away, I put it in the mailbox for the people upstairs, even though it didn't have an apartment number. Is that my job? No, it's not my job. As a matter of fact, I take it to be illegal for me to do that. So I should have just left it in there, right? But first, I brought the fucking thing in the house because it's cold. "1:16 p.m. I start recording because not of the sound coming from the stairs, because it wasn't very loud, it wasn't even disturbing. I noticed he pulled up, okay, after the sound of bunk bunk in the corner. Maybe it was boots or something, okay? It disturbed me, it interrupted me, it distracted me, it diverted my focus. It violated my right to quiet enjoyment. Technically, yeah. If that was the only thing I had to complain about, that was it. I didn't complain about the noise of the stairs because it wasn't worth complaining about. Even though it did make noise. It was very quiet, but it shouldn't make noise. So therefore it's loud because it makes noise when people aren't quiet. People shouldn't have to try to be extra quiet. I get that. I agree with it. I agree. Your shit shouldn't fucking make noise under people's feet for it to fucking violate my right to quiet enjoyment. Also, your shit shouldn't go creak, crack, groan above my fucking head. Hell no. And I shouldn't hear it when somebody drops their boots on the floor. No. I shouldn't hear anyone taking out their garbage can unless it's one of us. I shouldn't hear a horn blowing unless it's someone in the driveway for us. We shouldn't have to share a fucking driveway because that's bullshit. With someone next door. To the left, not upstairs, but to the left. Get the fuck out of here. 1:21 p.m. "1:30 p.m. It goes thump, 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 as if you threw a hammer and let it hit the floor and roll a little. 3:57 p.m. And can I see your exhaust fumes? They were coming up right against my window. There's your exhaust fumes. Right against my window here. Uh-huh. And like I said, the shit seeps through the walls. Look at it. You see it. You can see it. That's what I'm smelling in my bed. This is what's coming through the walls to over my bed. And this is what I'm hearing too. So they turned it up. That's the retaliation for seeing my phone in the window. Well, their exhaust is coming through my wall and I'm starting to fucking smell it. Or I can feel their fucking music under my feet. Document the violation of your right to quiet enjoyment. For what? With your noxious fucking fumes. Look at it. Look at it come to my window, clinging across the fucking glass. And going through the walls. I'm smelling it. Here, go ahead and stand in the shit and breathe it. Exactly. Oh, we don't know the cure of cancer. We don't know the cause of it either. We don't know the fucking cause of cancer. We don't know what caused it. It must be something in the environment. There's your fucking cancer right there. You motherfuckers are giving me cancer while I'm sleeping next to this shit. In all kind of different fucking ways, too. You hear the fucking shit, don't you? You see the fucking exhaust smoke, don't you? Or am I fucking making it up? And that's more than 5 minutes. Here I stand breathing this shit. As if you were to stand in line at a fucking ATM with the cars. Yeah, I remember that shit. Breathing fucking exhaust fumes in my bed. Cocksuckers. Fuck you all. So they turned it down. So what? It was up. And I'm saying it was up. And there's that shit. To come through my fucking walls. It's coming right through the fucking walls right now. Where'd all the fumes go? Is that when you're running your heater or when you're not running your heater? What was up with that? Why did all the exhaust fumes? Well, why'd they came out? And I'm not allowed to smoke in here. They're not allowed to smoke upstairs, but they do. And I vape. Was that vapor? Do you think that was vapor? Do you think it's healthy for me? How much lead is in that shit? Think about it. Think about how much motherfucking lead am I breathing while I'm laying here sleeping? Motherfuckers. Besides the sewer gas. I mean, what the fuck, really? You trying to kill me or what? My internet's still fucking off at 4:08 p.m. So you think I should dial 911 and tell them I'm getting sick from exhaust fumes coming through my wall in the shared driveway, which is not supposed to be shared, and they're not supposed to be in the curtilage of my home like that? They're technically trespassing with their noise, too? Should I call them, tell them that? Would they think I'm fucking crazy after I'm telling them I'm breathing sewer gas and they ain't doing shit? Would they ask me, do I need a mental health evaluation because exhaust fumes are coming through my fucking wall, gagging me, making me sick in my fucking bed now? Besides the sewer gas, making me gag and puke on the sofa. Should I tell them that shit? Am I afraid to? So it's about 6 p.m., 5:57, and I've been seeing the headlights of this car behind this house pull into this, behind this house, I mean. And it was sitting there for a while, and, you know, I got out to record it, and it was pulling out. Actually, it was veering over that way as it was pulling out to back up the other way, to the right. Anyway, it went around the block, just around the block, and past this car, about right there, and went around the block and parked. It backed up, went around the block and parked. Anyway, what the fuck ever. The point is, at 6 p.m., we have our red state, you know, our police state, no internet still, and fuck it, I'm gonna go to sleep. I edited one video, it took all day. 10:32 p.m. and I woke up by thump thump. Like somebody dropped a fucking hammer on the floor and it bounced.